Assalamu alaikum guys, it is Sarah and I'm back on YouTube, and today we're going to be doing kind of a library Ramadan book haul. And I just went to my university's library for today and I got some books for Ramadan. And of course I do plan on reading the Quran as every other Muslim does, but I'm going to start a Ramadan series, and this is the first series for Ramadan. I know I'm 3 days late, but I was getting into Ramadan and trying not to pass up from hunger, and today, subhanAllah, I feel perfectly fine. I feel like the first 2 days your body is starting to get used to it, so that's about it. And I have air conditioning, and it's Michigan, it's not that hot. So the first book I got is Realities of Sufism by Shaykh Al-Qadir Isa. And this is basically about Sufism, and I got this from my library. And it is translated by Suraka Abduraziz. And it's basically just about Sufism, what it is, what they believe. Because I've always been kind of curious what Sufism is. In my Islamic class, we didn't really go over that much on Sufism, so maybe I'll learn more. Another book I got was The Key Themes for the Study of Islam. Here it is. And this is, I can't read, by Jamal J. Elias. And I just decided it has different sections like gender, culture, community, body, belief, authority. And I felt like since I'm kind of not a professional or a sheikh or anything, I decided, you know, it doesn't hurt to learn more about Islam and the different chapters that go with these different sections. It'll be interesting to read this during Ramadan. Another book I got is Familia Strangers, and this is by Jonathan N. Lipman, A History of Muslims in Northwest China. And it is exactly what it is, the history of Muslims in Northwest China. It does not focus on the Uyghur population, it focuses on the ethnic group called the Hui. I think they're Hui? Am I thinking of the name correctly? So basically, if you don't know, the Hui people are Han Chinese. They're just Muslim, and the same thing with Jewish Chinese. Many of them are, or what you call Hui as well. They're just Jewish Muslims, and they're also ethnically Han. And then I have Veiled Figures. This one does not have a cover, by Heffernan. That sounds like Women, Modernity, and the Spectres of Orient. I have to open this because I don't know what exactly it says. It just says Veiled Figures, Spectres of Orientalism by Teresa Heffernan. And this is basically, like it sounds, it's kind of about Orientalism and about when the West started to shift to being prejudiced towards women in Islam and kind of where that's starting. And since I am writing a book about the veil, this is really good for me, for the arguments. And the last book I picked up from the library is History of Women's Mosque in Chinese Islam by Mira Jaschok and Shui JingJun. And basically this is about what it says, History of Women's Mosque in Chinese Islam. And most people do not realize, and I will make another video for this for the month of Ramadan, is that in China is the first place in history of Islam where there are women imams and the women mosque or masjids. And a lot of people are like, what? No, I'm not talking about modern times women imams, because there are women imams modern times, such as Amina Wadud is an imam, and there's plenty of other imam women, and there's Islamic scholars, don't get that wrong, but there has not been a separate masjid that is gender based. So there are male masjids and women masjids. So, and I will discuss later why this is so important, but as far as you know, China is the first place to have women masjids and women imams, which they just function as normal day masjids. And the last book I actually just picked up from Barnes & Noble, and it's in the bag, sorry, is this book actually. This is American Islamophobia, Understanding the Roots and Rise of Fear by Khaled Beydoun. And apparently he's really popular in the Islamic world in the United States. I've never heard of him because I'm new to Islam and I don't follow a lot of scholars. But he is actually from Detroit, like where I'm living at. So I believe he doesn't live here though. I don't think he lives here. No, he lives here. He lives at the University of Detroit, Mercy School of Law, and Senior Affiliate Faculty of University of California, Berkeley. And this is just one of the new books, and I thought this would be really interesting to read, to learn about. And that concludes my little mini Islamic book haul that I did this Ramadan. Maybe I'll grab some more and put some away after I read some, because I tend to read a lot. Or if I read enough, as much as I want for my research, then I'll probably put some more away and grab some more, because my school actually has a lot of Islamic books and a lot of Christian books, because my school offers Christian theology, I think as a BA, I believe so. But there's a Christian college nearby, and I know my university and they both kind of share together the library a little bit, so they do have a lot of Christian texts. They have small Judas text, and I'm still looking for veiling in Christian terms, but my school does not offer that. Sadly, I'll make another video about my trouble in finding veiled sources, stuff about hijabs, wimples, and etc. for European women and for Chinese women and for Korean and all kinds of women besides that aren't Muslim, or even African women is really hard to find. So thank you, and please like and subscribe.